welcome back to Cover Story. This segment, we're going to be talking to Sonia Dang. She is a tarot card reader, a Vastu expert, a numerologist, a past life regression expert. So I'm going to be actually talking to her about all that she does and what best. But Sonia, let you tell it yourself. So welcome to this show. And if you can just quickly give a brief to our viewers as to what all that you do.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Sonia Dang, and I'm a tarot card reader. I'm a numerologist. I'm a Vastu expert. I'm a healer, and I'm a past life regression therapist. I have been in this field since 2010. I have I'm a Delhi government awardee. I have gotten an award by the Media Federation of India as the best spiritual personality of the year. There have been other awards and accolades. I'm a clairvoyant by birth, so I read over calls for people the world over, tarot cards. I do healings for people the world over calls. I have corrected Vastu properties all across the world over calls. So that's a little brief about what I do. Yes.
You said Vastu. So in what ways, the Vastu that you do, what is so special about what you do and how is it different from, say, any other Vastu reading?
See, the misconception, Priya, about Vastu, when people hear Vastu, they say, "Arey, agar Vastu consultant aayega, to yahan se todega, wahan se todega." There is a little fear. So, even me, if I have to get my house Vastu corrected, I will feel 10-15 lakh ka nuksan ho jaye, isse acha mat karwao. The idea of getting Vastu corrected is that it should benefit. So Vastu, as I do it, there is no breakage at all. I will correct Vastu with Feng Shui by adding luck enhancers and, negating the negative effect of the Vastu defects there are and adding a lot of luck enhancers so that with the negative Vastu defect, it benefits. So there is
luck
no
enhancer. What do you mean by luck enhancers?
So there are a lot of luck enhancers in Feng Shui, which negate the negative. So, in Vastu, there is a particular direction for everything. So if that thing is not in that direction, it can have a negative impact. Now, architects have their own constraints. So everything will not be Vastu perfect. I have till date in these 12, 13 years that I have been, in this field, I haven't seen a house across the globe which has been Vastu perfect. So, these Vastu defects can be corrected by putting these Feng Shui elements there, which are luck enhancers, and they have very good effects. And the house can benefit with the Vastu defects. And when people are staying in these houses which have these Vastu defects, they will see diseases, they will see financial issues happening, they will see relationship issues happening, and they don't know why that is happening with them. They just say कि जब से इस घर में आए हैं, हमारे काम नहीं चल रहे हैं, हमें बीमारी लग रही है, हमें pull down लग रहा है, and that all can be corrected without breaking anything. So that's my USP here.
You said luck enhancer. Can you? But from what you're talking, also you can avert bad luck, or you can try and avert the क्या कहते हैं बुरी दशा or whatever it is.
See, again, I will correct you here. I am nobody. करने वाला ऊपर वाला है. So I never say कि मैंने किया. I'm just a medium. So I'm nobody. Yes, but I have the knowledge of how to, do those things. Yes, definitely.
You also advise some of your clients to correct or change the spelling of your names. And is that legally, do I have to again, if I want to add another A or I or whatever to my name, do I legally then have to change my name, or is it valid, my new name, and I can go ahead with my old name for my legal work?
So it becomes, very tedious if you have to, change the corrected name in documents. And 95% of my clients, including me, haven't legally changed their names. So what a corrected name does is it immediately enhances your luck factor for life. लेकिन अब अगर मुझे उसको डॉक्यूमेंट्स में, पासपोर्ट पे, बैंक में चेंज करना है, तो it is very difficult. So I give remedies to, enhance your luck factor as well as without legally changing it in papers. आपको कैसे वो benefit करे वो भी मैं बता देती हूँ. In fact, I just had a testimonial coming in today only of this kid who was not getting admission in DU, and she was going through a very bad time, and she said कि आंटी आपने मेरा name correct किया है और मेरी admission हो गई. Obviously, I gave her remedies also, but that's how it benefits. Yes.
What are these remedies that you give?
I'm sorry.
What are the remedies that you give, and how does it, why does an extra I or an extra A, how does it changes the energy of the name? What happens?
See, we make grids. So each number will correspond to a certain character. Like the number 7 will correspond to luck, will correspond to travel. The number 6 is the number for Venus. It is the number for things coming easily to you. So we have to see what number is lacking in the grid of a particular person. What is the number that needs to be enhanced in the life of that person? And that way, that number is added by way of an alphabet that corresponds to that number. और उस तरीके से I even physically give those numbers to people to put in their wallets corresponding to the color of the planet that that number is having. So this is very deep study, but it really helps clients who come to me.
Very interesting, actually. I've noticed a lot of politicians especially go in for a name change or that extra A is added or whatever. Politicians बहुत आते होंगे आपके पास?
आते हैं जी, आते हैं. Client details
Who
नहीं
mostly
बता सकते.
comes? Is it name नहीं बता सकते, but is it mostly young girls looking to get married, politicians? What is your clientele like?
People from all walks of life. When I do healings, अभी जब COVID हुआ था, there were a lot of depression cases coming, with men sitting home. There was a lot of anxiety because work had closed down. The relationships were strained because, the couple was going through issues because, they were together in the same house. So वो couple relationships के लिए मैं healing करती हूँ, where the relationship of the couples become better. People come to me जहाँ शादी नहीं हो रही होती. I do healings for soulmates, people to find their soulmates. I do healings for children, to get through their exams. They're all kind of healing. So I have people from all walks of life coming to me.
You also do tarot cards, right?
Yes, I'm a tarot card reader as well.
Combine Vastu and numerology with tarot cards. Just explain how that works.
So my belief system is that whatever knowledge I have, my client should be able to benefit to the maximum extent from that. So because I am a clairvoyant, my USP is that when my cards are in front of me, I can even tell you what somebody is thinking about you. So when I do tarot reading, I will start with a bit of numerology, where you are counseled on the negative and positive traits of your personality according to your date of birth, and then the negative and positive traits of somebody else's personality if you want to know, and through tarot what that person is thinking about you. So imagine a situation, if you know your negative and positive traits as well as the other person's negative and positive traits through numerology, and through tarot you know what this person is thinking about you, तो ऐसे person से deal करना आसान हो गया.
If I want to know, I will have to get that person's details. I will have to get that person's birth details or some details.
If you don't know that, because I am a clairvoyant, I can see the face of a person and a lot of information comes. I can read eyes of people through a picture, but also through tarot cards, a lot of information also comes out. I'm just giving you that if you know the date of birth of that person, it just is an added information that helps. नहीं तो tarot card से भी पता लग जाता है. Then what is the impact of the year? Because I'm including numerology here. Every year has a certain pattern to it depending upon the date of birth. So that you are counseled on. फिर tarot से आप जो भी questions पूछना चाहें, depending upon the answers, I just don't include religious remedies. I also include vastu tips, because बोलते हैं ना circle of karma है. मुझे जो सफर करना है वैसी सिचुएशन बन जाती है आसपास. So if I just do a reading and send you and the vastu defect is still there that is causing the problem, वो problem आपको अभी भी तंग करेगी. अगर मैं आपकी personality के negative positive traits आपको ना बताऊं, you will keep reacting like that. The outcome from the other side will also be like that only. तो आपकी problem फिर भी persist करेगी. If you don't know what the other person is thinking about you, तो उससे deal करना आपके लिए फिर भी मुश्किल रहेगा. So my idea is that you get a all-rounded clarity to what your issue is versus what you're thinking your issue is. And then later, like when you go to a doctor, the doctor will first diagnose your disease. And if that is sufficient, then you go back and you take the medicine in the form of remedies. And if other things are needed, then there are other remedies, in terms of healings or vastu or name correction. Or if you think कि आपकी जो problem है, उसका found reason इस life में नहीं है, then we go to a past life regression.
Explain how past life works. If say I'm, if I'm experiencing a migraine, for instance, even something as simple as that, can the reason for that be in my past life, or how do you
See,
use this past life?
See, past life is a very, very serious
Therapy.
issue. Yeah, past life regression therapy is a very, very serious issue. When people come to me saying, कि, अरे हमको तो ऐसे ही कराना है, I advise them not to get it done. Past life regression therapy is done when you are experiencing something which has no found reason in this lifetime. For example, somebody says that I have fear of heights. I have suddenly developed fear of the dark. अब कोई बचपन में ऐसा एपिसोड नहीं हुआ कि जहां मैं गिरा हूं या डार्कनेस से डर लगता है, कहां से आ रहा है? I have fear. I don't understand why I love so much, but I don't get love back. Then you tell the subconscious mind, जिसको हम अंतरात्मा भी बोलते हैं, that you have, so their past life is actually done in 2 sessions versus what people believe it to be doing in 1 session. You first take the mind in the first session and you tell the mind to go to that lifetime which has the answer to the question that this person is seeking. And then you leave the subconscious mind for 24 hours. Thereafter, that person is taken into a regression where the answer of that question emerges. This realm of the metaphysical world is so beautiful. I'm diversifying from the questions you're asking and giving you more information. There is a healing called the higher self healing, and people who believe in the beauty of the spiritual world, you can actually go into the healing realm, connect with the higher energy and ask a question. And ऐसा नहीं होता कि उनको लगेगा कि मैं बोल रही हूं आपको ये आंसर मिला. Because when you are in that state of trance, you can hear what you're saying. So it's not like you can think that the facilitator is making up the answer. When I will say कि आपको क्या आंसर मिल रहा है, आपको लगेगा आपको कोई आंसर मिला when you're asking the higher energy a question, और आप मुझे बोलोगे कि मुझे ये आंसर मिला. So when you're in the state of trance, you're hearing yourself. So imagine you can actually ask energy that we also call God a question. So how beautiful the healing modalities are. और हम इस दुनिया में सोचते हैं कि ये दिक्कत है, इसने ये कह दिया, उसने वो कह दिया, but that beauty is another beauty altogether.
Well, thank you so much, Sonia, for this conversation and also for explaining it so well. We heard Seema before
My
this, and now we heard Sonia. So both of them, I think, have given us a good, insight into the work they do and how psychic powers can help. So whether you're a believer, why not go ahead and try? There's, there's no harm in it, as they would say. For those who believe, those who have faith, those who want to, we had a nice conversation with 2 such women. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Pleasure is all mine.
And we wish you all a very happy Diwali. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.